back to the podcast for episode 4. It's going to be a bit of a quiet one. We kind of ran out of things to talk about already.
Yeah, we've already gotten to the point where we're needing a guest, so please, someone. Please, I'm begging.
We wanted Charlie on, but he's busy doing nothing, basically.
Yeah.
But we're at with the 100 sub goal right now. I do not think we're going to get it. Thank God, because I don't really want to dye my hair.
Yeah, I mean, his bank account works on it.
If it ends up too expensive, I'll just fucking dye it myself.
I think, yeah, honestly. I mean, yeah. The sub goal is kind of funny. Oh, I actually have something. Like, you know Nathan, right?
Yeah.
He was telling me, if we make it to 500 subscribers, he's going to go bold. So...
If we ever make it to 500 subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? A lot can happen in 10 years.
Yeah, maybe we might get that 100 subs.
Yeah, in 10 years, maybe. Nah. But yeah, that's something to remember. Shit, I'm not positioned very well. I better fix myself up. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing with the sub goal. If you wanted to lose money plus get shitter hair, then get to 100
people are
subs.
saying I look hot.
Okay.
Toby thinks so.
Oh, maybe look nice for him. No, I'm joking.
Why do you phrase it like that, bro?
Because it's funny. Nah. So this week's been like sort of an eventful one. You know, actually started working. It was good. It was a good week. Learnt a lot.
Finally, give me my money that you owe me.
Yeah, I can. But that'll be in the 2 weeks after this one.
Okay.
Because I don't know. Gotta be careful.
I mean, we also had Anzac
Day
this week, which was
you know, it was a very important day for us as Australians, and yeah, Anzac Day. It's a good day. It's a public holiday. What else can you really say?
okay. Anyways,
What?
Anzac Day is a day for remembering to remember our soldiers that have fallen to war. It's not just a public holiday, Butch.
No, I said it was an important day. I didn't say it was just a public holiday. I said it's a very important day in our history. Dumbass.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what I did this week. What did you do this week, Ernie?
Not much. I went to DreamHack on Friday to go and see Trash Taste, which was quite alright. A lot happened during that day, which I'll touch on later down the topics, but not yet. Got to keep the viewer retention up.
Yeah, I mean, got to somehow stay in it. Speaking of viewer retention, TikTok.
Yes, everyone that watches TikTok has a very bad viewer retention.
Exactly. It is a proven fact that it makes your brain turn into a fucking jellyfish that's just like blobbing around and like then like, because you know how jellyfish are clear, so like your brain goes clear.
Yeah, I don't think you had to explain it.
Okay, all right. That sort of thing. Fuck, you fucked up my flow. Fuck. Sorry, leave this in. It's kind of funny. Oh shit. I had a good flow going though. Nah, but the thing with TikTok, we have got a TikTok now.
Yep.
And it is funny as fuck. Definitely check it out because, yeah, there's some dumb videos, but also some TikTok clips, which I will be putting some out on tonight, so, which is Saturday. So watch out for that.
There hasn't been really any notable things on TikTok this week, really. Then again, I haven't really been on it. Although, there's one thing on Instagram. This guy who's dug a hole.
Yeah.
Filled it with gasoline and stuff. And he's gonna light it on fire to blow it up. Have you seen that?
No.
So this guy spent I think it was digging a hole till I get to 1 million followers on Instagram. Got to day 16 of digging a massive hole. And I think he's filled it all with oil and gasoline as well. So it's a bit, and he's probably gonna blow it up soon. So
Oh, you better hope there's not a gas line or something under there then.
no, I think it's in the middle of like
Middle of nowhere. Oh yeah.
it's not nowhere, but like in his garden. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we can only hope, but I mean, the lengths that people go to now to make content to potentially make money is so funny. Like look at us, we're making a podcast. Like, who would have thought? But yeah, speaking of podcasts, which one is your favorite right now of all the podcasts? Because I don't think we've mentioned what our favorite podcasts are yet.
Like that we've filmed or just all up?
Just like podcasts out there. So like,
I got a couple, but most favorite one?
yeah, like your favorite one, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Put him on the spot. This wasn't in the script.
Well, at the moment it is Trash Taste because I've kind of gotten. I used to watch The Fellas a lot. I still do, but I feel like it's kind of gotten a bit stale at the moment. Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah.
At episode 4.
Don't worry. Next week we're gonna actually be more prepared because we kind of were busy, sort of, and
Then I also woke up like 10 minutes ago.
yeah. So, bear with us. This one is what you call a filler episode. Sort of.
Yeah.
Just to keep.
What about your favorite podcast, Butch?
My favorite podcast right now has to be. What?
Happy Hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it because they get some really good guests on, like interesting ones. Because like, I was listening to this one where they had this private investigator, and they're like chasing some dude. But yeah, no, they're actually pretty good.
Aren't they one of the longest running podcasts?
Yeah, they have like 400 and something episodes.
Jesus, alright.
Yeah, so, and I'm pretty sure, like, I think Joe Rogan's got like thousands of those ones.
Yeah, but that's Joe Rogan.
His life is the podcast and the UFC, but I think he's pretty cool. Like the whole thing.
I don't think I've really watched a Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, I think I've watched like, you know that like science guy, like Neil deGrasse, is it?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
I watched the podcast with him, and he talks about some interesting stuff, man. Like, just about like, I don't know what about matter and stuff, like how space works.
Dark matter?
Well, not dark matter, just matter. Like,
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I would recommend it. Guy's an interesting guy. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of something that we've been doing lately.
In the previous podcast, we said we wanted to try new video formats.
Yeah.
2 of them kind of failed a bit.
There's still one we
may be
can salvage,
salvageable,
but
if I can figure it out.
yeah.
But the soccer video we filmed didn't end up working out because I don't know if this is the actual reason, but someone's phone, like Cohen's phone, records in 4K since it's a newer phone model. And I think that kind of messes with the editing software since it's like 180 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then my phone probably only, I don't know what my phone records in, but
You
like,
think 1080p, but
I think it would be, I don't know what it is, but the different files, like sizes, is really weird for the same amount of time. Mine was only like 8 gigabytes, his was like 90 gigabytes, which I don't know why, but so I think the video file is too large to even like load in properly. So therefore it's like very choppy, laggy. For some reason the video quality is a lot more dim because I think it had to be compressed down. I can't even run it on my computer. Like normally when you upload a video file and you click on it,
yeah,
you can watch it.
yeah.
I can't even watch it on my computer without getting an extension.
Fucking hell.
So
So that video we did think that we wanted to bring to you, but it's probably not going to come out because of, you know, technical difficulties, as Hernie just explained. And
we didn't know it was going to happen or
Yeah.
anything. It's kind of something we found out while we did it.
so yeah, because the whole idea with having these videos is having a backlog, because we don't know what's going to happen in the next few weeks. We don't know. Something could come up. Might not be able to film a podcast or whatever. So that's why we've been sort of trying to get a backlog. We tried to get 3 different videos. None of them have worked so far. Your vlog might be salvageable, maybe.
Nah, I didn't film too much.
Okay, well then, yeah, 3 videos that are...
I can go more in depth about it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, he'll go more in depth about it. So, if we do miss a week, it's not because we didn't try, it's because we physically couldn't do it. So,
yeah.
I want to point that out. I don't want to miss a week whatsoever. I'm going to try everything I can not to. But,
we do want to get some guests on to make it a bit more interesting. We tried with one person, but he was too busy come the day, so
yeah,
unfortunate.
Unfortunate is what it is.
I think next week we'll probably try and get a guest.
We need a guest. I think just to I think we've run out of all the things we really wanted to talk about at this point. Like, we need to do a podcast where we're just talking to another person and interviewing them, sort of.
Yeah.
Because I got an idea for that podcast, sort of. Oh, anyway, what's this next topic, Hernie?
Oh, the blog.
Yeah.
So I was meant to vlog my experience down in Melbourne at DreamHack, which it started off fine. Started off vlogging it fine, got the intro, got some other stuff. But where it all went wrong would probably be like around Melbourne. First of all, we got on the train in Ballarat, realised I left the tickets in my car. So that's great, we didn't have tickets. For some reason, Ticket, like the place we got the tickets from, sent emails of the PDFs and said, oh, you have to print these for these to work.
Yep.
Instead of sending a QR code on your phone, which is very annoying. So John and I, once we got to Melbourne, we had to go to the library to print them off. Fucking annoying. And then couldn't really film because it's just, for some reason, when you're in Melbourne, right, and you're walking, it's not that crowded, right?
Yeah.
It's busy, not crowded.
Yeah.
This was crowded.
Yeah, crowded.
So it's like you can't really hold up your phone or like talk into it without a lot of background noises.
Yeah.
Especially with these mics, I found out.
Yeah.
Background noise is the main thing, so you probably won't be able to hear me. The quality of audio will be off. And that's the problem. So I'm like, okay, we'll go to a kind of a quiet area. It's a Friday. We'll just go to CBD food court. It'll be busy, but it'll be a bit quieter.
Busy. Yeah.
So we go, okay, well, I'll do it in the Uber then. Get this old guy for an Uber. I'm like, well, I can't do it in Uber in front of an old guy. He won't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. We get to DreamHack. We do a bit there because there's no one around. Very big. Saw Swagger Souls out the front, just filming something for his thing. I'm like, oh shit, Swagger Souls. And then, anyways, we get in. Turns out there was nothing to do.
Yeah.
They had an arcade section, which was like...
So they basically scammed a
I
ticket.
don't know. I think you go there to show off cosplay and watch things.
Yeah.
But everything's, I don't know. There was a CSGO tournament at the time, which I guess was the main thing people were watching at that point. But it was like, you just walk around in a circle or you wait outside. There's overpriced food. You have a look at like the artist galleries, which is just, I don't know, it's a way for people to show their artistic skills and sell art. But just, I don't know. And then
I'm sorry to cut in. I went to PAX when I was like younger, right? And I remember like that actually had stuff to do. But that's a different convention, isn't it?
Well, this one's a gaming convention.
Yeah, I think
PAX is also gaming.
Yeah, PAX is was a quite good one, I remember. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, I thought I'd cut in.
No, it's all good. So yeah, John and I just walked around this same circle for like 3 hours. Then we figured out, oh wait, there's a bit you can go downstairs. Because it's in like the, it was at, you know where the Australian Open is held?
Yep.
It was in those stadiums.
Yep.
So there's a bit you can go downstairs that had a kick gaming, like racing sim thing. That if you go a certain time, you get kick merch. It had an anime figure store. It had Sanacom like stuff. So it's like, and there was a monster bit.
Yeah.
That just only sold Monster Energy.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, that's like the main drink there for some reason.
Yeah.
And so that bit was actually quite alright. We spent some time down there doing stuff. We played the new Tekken 8 or something.
Oh, yeah.
I got absolutely bodied 4-0 by John. So, and then as we were just walking around, this representative of Kick, like a girl, goes, "Hey, do you know what Kick is?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "John didn't know." She's like, "Oh, you know the streaming platform with Aiden Ross and XQC." I'm like, "Oh, fucking Aiden Ross."
Fucking Aiden Ross. Is that what they said, Aiden Ross? Of course they would say Aiden Ross.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, you know Aiden Ross?" I'm like, "Regrettably, yes."
Bro, I don't care if I'm calling shade here. He won't see this, but Aiden Ross has got to be the luckiest, like, content creator. He doesn't offer much as a content creator.
No, he doesn't. He's very, I don't like his content at all.
He's like, you know what? He's like what DJ Khaled is to the music industry. That's what Aiden Ross is. I'm not even lying though.
He's a waste of space, basically.
Yeah.
He doesn't really offer much in the space anyways.
He's very good at finding what's popular at the time and exploiting it. Like DJ Khaled.
But also the fact that if the face of your streaming platform is Aiden Ross, that's kind of fucked.
Such a loser, bro.
But yeah, so they had like racing sims, which was quite alright.
Yeah.
There was like no structure to it. They're like, "Oh, just go way over there and for your turn." But people be like pushing in or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So John and I were like, "Oh, fuck this, we're just not going to do it.
Mm.
Can't be bothered." This is happening while there's like a whole fucking cosplay convention going up on stage. Like people like they're talking about like how to cosplay and stuff like that for some reason. So then right, 1 hour away from this trash tasting, the whole thing we came here for, we asked, where do we line up? Because we have upgraded passes. That means we get more forward, right? We get like in the better seating areas. And they go, "Oh, just go to any general admission door and wait there." It's like, okay. We ask, like the people there, we go, "Okay, line up." This other person comes, we ask, they go, "Oh no, it's oh yeah, I'm just catching up on that, let me catch up." Comes back, "Alright, for upgrade tickets, it is door 3 or door 14. We go, "Wait, at door 14? There's already a line there. We're in the front of the line at the other door." Wrong door. So it turns out door 14 and door 3 is also a wrong door. It's actually door 11 and door 10. So therefore, we get to the back of the line of the upgraded seats. And so now we're not at the front where we want to be, we're still middle, we're not at the back, which is still alright. But while everyone's lining up, right, an announcement comes on and goes, "Alright, trash taste door," says all the wrong doors. And people are like panicking that they're all lined up already. Then you got other people coming in going, no, these are the right doors, these are the right doors. And we're just like, bro, there was no structure. There was no communication going on at all.
Just a complete fuck around.
John and I got moved to like 3 different doors. I'm like, and then John goes, we probably could have got front seats, because he goes to me, "Just go through general admission and just walk around to the person with the tickets." I'm like, "Oh yeah, true." But I'm like, well, we really had no way of knowing that at the time. So,
bro, that sounds like a fucking.
It was a fuck around. I wanted to get front row, but still a good show to watch. So
yeah,
it was like an interactive show kind of. So,
I remember when I went to something similar at PAX, like Lockie was
Lockie.
Yeah, he was doing his show, and it was cool as like he was playing like Fortnite live. It was kind of cool, but yeah,
they are really good shows to go to. Like
I actually think but yeah, by the sounds of it, PAX sounded a lot more structured than what this
I mean,
was.
this was on a Friday. They still have today and tomorrow, so we'll see how they go. But I think their main thing is today, which is Hollow Live. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the trash tasting was good. They was like very interactive with the audience. They asked questions and stuff. You scan a QR code near the start, filled out a Google form with all these questions, and they got like the top 5 most popular, and they had to guess what ones won them. And the last 2 was like they decided to add wild cards or whatever it was, and it was like I think one of them was what is the hottest anime character? No, it was like what anime character would you go on a date with?
Yeah.
And so it's like say top 5, right? And they go, okay, we gotta try and guess the wild card. It wasn't an anime character. They said, for the hint, it is an old man of fiction. And Connor goes, I don't know, Santa Claus, not on there. Do you know who it was?
Who?
One person put down Colonel Sanders.
Bruh.
They would go on a first date with Colonel Sanders.
No. I'm not having that.
Then
I was thinking about it and I'm like, nah. He'd probably give me his gourmet chicken, mate.
Bro, you haven't seen the Colonel Sanders The Thirst Trap, bro? Okay. And the last question was, what is your favorite hentai category?
Alright.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what the wild card one was?
What?
The Indian economy. That's
just yeah, kind of like just bullshit.
So I'm saying this now, it may not be funny, but it's very much of a like you kind of
you have to be there. Yeah.
Because you have the atmosphere around doing stuff.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows those experiences because when like I'll be telling someone like the funniest story that I can think of and they're just like, yeah, alright. I'm like, if you were there, you would laugh so much.
Like even John, who hasn't watched Trash Taste at all, loved it as well.
Yeah.
Like he found it really fun. And since we got like upgraded seats, we had extra 15 minutes or so doing Q&As with them as well, which was kind of cool to see. And then they ended it with like, we haven't, because they made their own pale ale alcohol.
Yeah.
Like with people in Australia.
Yeah.
Really wanted to try it because I'm alcoholic. They released this today, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
They had an after party at like a location, 200 people, and if you're VIP, you could probably get in like we were. One thing is though, we didn't get a DreamHack badge. So John and I were like, well, we didn't get one, so even if we went, where would we go? We didn't have any air. We didn't have a place to stay. We had to get home. I'm like, bro, if
you have to go to the after party and then like wait it out till about 6 a.m. and then go back on the train.
Yeah, it would have been.
And then you wouldn't have been able to film the podcast.
I wouldn't be able to film this. We wouldn't have been able to drive home. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
So I think if they ever come next year, we'll probably be getting an Airbnb. And I said to John, I think we should get a lot more people to come because it'll be a bit better.
And hopefully, by then, like we can have stuff to actually do a vlog that works.
Yeah, I was looking at I went to JB Hi-Fi with John, looking at cameras. I showed him the Osmo, some GoPro stuff. They don't really have any mics there, but the Osmo, like the handheld Osmo one, the tiny one, like $800.
Oh yeah, is that a good camera?
The Osmo is a really good vlogging camera. It like tracks where your face is the whole time, like stable.
And is it good for a podcast too?
No, it's more of a vlogging one.
Okay, yeah, okay. Be something.
There was a lot of people at DreamHack with Osmos. There was a lot of people filming.
Yeah.
I'm like, fair play, but I don't know. They were filming, but I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, this is probably really shit video quality. Like video you can get, there's nothing here to film.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It kind of just shows like how hard it is to get into this realm of the media because you really just have to be very lucky, and you also got to realize it's a slow burn. It's not going to happen overnight. The only YouTuber I've ever seen that's blown up overnight is iShowSpeed.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous. He will go down as probably one of the GOATs.
I mean, he also has like really no filter, so he can just go out in public and do whatever.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, but
I think
obviously we can't just go around
the
doing
thing with me is I kind of need like a foil. Because I'm too, what's the word, meticulous or whatever. It has to be this way. It has to be right. And if I see it, if I see it in my brain, I go, okay, I can't get this right. I won't do it.
Mm.
It could be like either I could have filmed it, got a really shit like vlog that I would not be happy with putting out.
Yeah.
Or I just sack it off and enjoy my time I have there without worrying about it.
Mm.
So.
Well, that's what I mean. I think we would have both, if it was like not up to the standard, we just wouldn't put it out because we've always believed that because we have filmed like 2 podcasts that haven't been up to standard.
Oh yeah.
And you know, like one of them has been released, like the first one, but that was taken down to copyright. But
yeah,
it also wasn't up to standard. It wasn't good. So
I mean, even these ones aren't technically good, but
they actually flow. Like they actually make sense. But the first one, it was just me and you sitting there having drinks, talking about rubbish.
Stopping, starting constantly, so
it's probably like a choppy piece of shit. So that's what, you know.
I do think next year, if they do come, I want to take you with me. Because I do feel like when I was filming this, I'm like, if this is gonna be the first vlog, I feel like Butch needs to be in it. Because it's a random conversation podcast vlog. Butch and I.
Yeah.
Hernie and Butch.
Yeah.
We need to be us at the same, like in the same. First video.
We got a vlog coming up.
I do feel like the camping one will work out a lot better.
That's going to be easy because we'll be able to vlog in the car.
Only problem with camping is probably wind, but
yeah.
Hoffy wants us to do a podcast out there, which is quite a good idea. Probably have to do it in a tent though. Wind breaking, so break the wind.
Yeah. Hopefully we can do that, and that'll be kind of cool.
That'll be a good one.
I'm excited for that, and we're gonna actually structure this one, and we're also gonna try and get Hoffy and Tom more into it, because I think the problem with the one we didn't release with Hoffy and Tom is we were eating food, and when you eat food, you're not that ready to talk when asked upon. So
probably should also give boundaries. You set
boundaries of what we can't say.
You can't really say,
because we went way too far. It was funny, me and Hernie, I was like so pissed at Hernie that day. And, but yeah, it was one of those things that we look back and laugh upon. It was real funny. But yeah, I kind of like skimmed over the point of like how hard it actually is in the game. Like it actually is hard. I don't actually expect to get anywhere because I know that if I want to get anywhere as a content creator, people have to find me funnier than about 100 other people.
Yeah, it's also very luck driven as well. If YouTube ever pushes your content forward anyways to begin with.
Because you got to think, right? There's only 24 hours in someone's day. They can't watch this person, this person, this person. They usually pick the one person. So you got to stand out to the competition. So.
And right now, these podcasts don't stand out that much.
They don't stand out, so.
But we're working on it. We're working.
So, I guess should we go into it? Should we go into the big topic?
Yeah, we've talked enough about DreamHack. Hopefully not to bore you out too much.
Hopefully not. But there's chapters, so if you found it boring, you can always skip through.
Yeah. And it was a big part of the week, so we kind of had to talk about it anyways. But Butch and I...
Let's talk about our first casual job when we were like 15 years old at the place of McDonald's. Let's talk about it.
I remember when me and you first decided to go to McDonald's to get a job because we wanted a PC.
Yeah.
We spent like 1,500 on those.
Nah, I reckon like all the other stuff as well, maybe like $3,000.
Oh yeah, but bro, it took us so long, like 3 months to save that money.
Bro, I remember when I was making less than like $100 a week at MACCAS, and I'd work like at least like 7-8 hours too. It was ridiculous.
Bad.
When I think about it, it's like pretty much child labor at that point. Like
you get paid like nothing.
Nah, not at the start. I mean, once you get up
Once you get to like 17, 18, you get some decent money.
still like not the best. I mean, we can't really say what the rate is, but can we?
Well, it's public knowledge, but
It is what it is. But I just, yeah, I think the thing with Macca's is you got to look at it as more than money. You got to look at it as an experience.
it is a good. I feel like everyone should work in some sort of fast food, really, as their first job,
To
or
get-
even
to get a
retail.
To get a taste of what it's like to work in those places, like I'm not gonna lie and say it's the best job that you're ever gonna have. Some
Funny.
people do think it's the best job they've had though.
Yeah.
But the thing with it is it's the experience that you're looking for. You're looking for
Make new friends.
the hard work, and the friends is a big part.
Some of the friends I met at Macca's, I wouldn't have been friends with them if not.
Exactly. Like, for example, Hoffy and Tom.
Offie and Tom.
We weren't really good friends with them until we worked at Macca's.
Xander and Vince for me. If I wasn't friends with them, I wouldn't have been friends with that friend group. So
Yeah, it's important, and it also teaches you to work hard, because some of the days at Macca's are pretty long. Like a 3-hour shift can feel like an 8-hour shift.
yeah.
And
But with the hardship, also comes funny stories.
funny stories, true.
Which,
We got
especially with you.
I know. I was actually like, I swear, when I went into Macca's, my IQ went down by like 100 because I for whatever reason I couldn't handle with the pressure at Macca's.
It was funny. I remember one thing that we always bring up to you, which you always say is not your fault, but it is quite funny. Tom and I'm finishing my shift. Butch is finishing his shift. I'm clocking off. Tom's clocking in. I'm talking to Tom. I smell smoke. I turn behind me. Out the back of this microwave, there's brown smoke coming out, and I just see it go to grey. And I go, Tom, turn around. And he looks and he goes, oh, what the fuck?
But it actually wasn't my fault, because I didn't so what it was like when you make a toasty, you have to I guess defrost it. I put it in the microwave for not long enough so that it wasn't I didn't know what setting to push. So, and then the manager comes along and puts in like way too much time.
It was like 5 minutes.
And, I'm thinking, oh, when it goes off, it'll be ready. And it just, burns. So that's my argument for why it isn't my fault. And I feel like that's a pretty fair argument.
Just funny because Tom and I come around the corner to see just like the microwave up in smoke. You're getting yelled at. You pull out this thing, this sourdough piece of slice that is just now black.
It's just black.
And it's still steaming.
Yeah.
And then I just turn to Tom, I pat him on his shoulder, I'm like, good luck, mate. And I just walk off.
And everyone thought it was my fault, but it actually wasn't. Whose fault do you think it was?
I fucking don't know.
You don't remember? Okay.
It was funny though.
But it was a really funny
We've
thing.
also done other fuck things towards each other at that place.
It was a lot.
Whenever we defrosted something, just make snowballs out of it, chuck it at each other.
Yeah.
We had vats that got set.
Or go on the ice machine and throw ice at each other.
Oh yeah, while someone's doing wash up.
Yeah.
Asher, happened recently, kicked a coffee frappe into my eyes once. Stole my coffee frappe, put it on the ground and go, oh, I'm going to kick it. Kicks it at me, it goes all over me. I'm like, what the fuck did you expect to happen? He goes, not that. I'm like, what?
But yeah, it was good times. I really look back on it with like it was bad times as well though. It was more good times than bad times, but yeah, it was a good place.
Tin was some of the funniest stuff that happened there though.
No, we
Unironically, just
I feel like there's a language barrier there.
obviously, but it's still quite funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I wasn't there when Tinny was like new, so I didn't know, but
yeah. It was an adventure. I remember once he was in wash shop and just gave him a lighter to try and see if he would wash it. So that was fun. Couple of vats went up into flames, which was fun to witness. And then you had your fair share of spilling the oil on the floor.
Oh.
Like draining the oil when the oil pan's not underneath it.
I don't know if I've done that before.
I've done it like twice.
Is it bad?
Yeah, very bad. You have to use like cat loo to clean it up.
Ooh.
I remember once, there was like this whole backyard like bin area that I found a rat in. And I'm like, oh great, there's a rat here. I go inside. I'm like, can I have a rat trap or something to get this rat? And the manager at the time was like, what? There's no rat out there, is it? I go, no, there is. Comes out, sees the rat, panics, runs, locks me out in the bin room with this rat. I'm like, great.
I remember being locked in the bin room once. That was funny.
Great, I'm locked in this bin room with a rat that's trying to get out. I'm like, okay, this is great. Comes back, he starts trying to stab it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And then it just attacks him, and he runs off again. I'm like, I don't know what you expected. You just started stabbing a rat.
Bro.
Of course, he's going to try and retaliate.
But nah, good times. Good times. It was funny.
Probably can't talk about too much stuff with it.
We can't go, because I don't want it to back.
I do remember one time, this drunk guy came through, ordered a cheeseburger or something like that. But I think it was weird when you're ordering, sometimes you can't hear properly. Pro got annoyed, and he thought he was being a genius by ordering 33 slices of cheese. Realistically, he just fucked himself over with making it cost more. And I don't know what he thought he would get out of it, but basically you got this giant cheeseburger, 1 slice of meat, 15 slices of cheese either side. And we give it to him, and he just like tries to chuck it back in, but misses or something like that, and drives off and like chucks a Bundy can out his window. I'm like, I don't even know what you're trying to accomplish here.
Oh, that sounds so funny.
But we had this girl come in. I don't know what's wrong with her. She wanted a phone charger. We didn't have the correct phone charger. Got angry that we didn't and started throwing plant pots at people.
Oh no, that sounds good. I mean, yeah, I didn't work for I didn't work at MACCAS for as long as Hernie did, because with my whole life I've had to move and stuff. But yeah, it's good. It's a good place. Oh, it's a bad place. I don't know. However you feel about it.
It's not too bad.
Nah, it's not. I guess now I get to ask you, Hernie. Now, Hernie doesn't watch TV shows, but I'm going to ask him what his favourite 3 TV shows are.
As Butch said, I don't really watch TV shows that much, so I don't really know. I mean, does Netflix shows count?
Yeah.
I guess Lucifer would be one of them. That was a pretty good watch. Yeah.
It's just Lucifer, that's all you
Lucifer, mate. I don't watch TV. I don't really watch much anymore. I used to watch anime. I don't really watch it anymore. So
yeah, no, there's probably not as much time to do it anymore.
No, I'm just can't be arsed watching. I don't like
You now just like TikTok and
no, I just don't like starting to watch something and be like, well, now I have to finish this, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like commitment.
Don't like commitment. Fair enough, either do I. No, my top 3 favourite TV shows, if anyone is actually interested, I'm going to say Breaking Bad, because that's like crazy good show. Like, definitely would recommend.
You know, the more you talk about it, the more and more I don't want to watch it.
You're missing out. You actually are.
It's like one of those things, if you keep bugging me about it, I'm never going to watch it.
I'm not
out of spite.
I'm not saying to watch it. I'm just saying I recommend watching it.
That time when you first started watching it, though.
It was good.
Painful.
It was good. It was so good. It actually is that good, though. Then I'd say The In-Betweeners, because it's simply like iconic to me. It's just funny as fuck. There's so many like funny things I find from it. And probably if I'm gonna say like 3rd favorite, I gotta say something like, see, it's hard because the 3rd spot's always the hardest one, because you gotta choose between a lot of things, because you usually have 2 things that you nailed on. Like, yes, they're definitely up there. I'll come back to that one day. It's the top 2, so it really never was top 2.
So you're not going to say South Park or anything?
Nah, cause South Park was like a a trend that I kind of fell under and I thought was funny as.
I remember at school, like, every day you'd be quoting some sort of South Park thing, which got annoying.
Yeah, it probably did. But
Mostly Timmy.
no, it was more Cartman though.
Yeah, it was a mix of Timmy and Cartman, though.
Yeah.
Just randomly in class, you'll just hear across the room, Timmy! Timmy!
It was funny.
And you look over and just Butch just doing that for no reason at all.
Yeah. No, the South Park, the whole South Park TikTok thing, kind of like, that was a crazy time.
You were definitely a product of TikTok.
Brain rot for a little.
Because it'd be like, alright, what is it this week? Is it ISO Speed, Mario Judah? Is it fucking South Park? Or there'll be a new thing and you go, okay, well, I guess Butch is doing this one this week.
Yeah, no, I actually like, yeah, I admit that. That's kind of funny. It's true.
It was terrible.
It was terrible for you guys, but
It was unbearable, Butch.
unbearable.
I'm glad you don't do it anymore.
Don't tempt me.
You still do a little bit, but you're not. It's like old stuff. You don't keep up with current trends.
Nah.
Bro, if Aiden Ross was around back then, I think I would have actually just unfriended you.
Yeah, but the thing is with Aiden Ross, he doesn't offer anything other than, like, his guests. Like, he's you know what he is?
You would have found a way.
But, like, what, he acts gay. That's what he does.
You also act gay sometimes.
No, I used to act gay. When I was, like, in year 9, like, pretty much everyone else would.
Still year 12. Toby can tell you that.
But that's different.
Toby and Reds.
That's different. That's different. Sort of. I don't know. I might be caught out here.
I'm gonna get a phone call being like, "Can you edit that bit out, please?"
Please, I can't have that. No. Oh, we forgot to write this bit down, but can you explain to me about this skateboard behind us? Because I feel like
doing the SIDEMEN topic.
Oh, we can just go through it quickly because I feel like it's been a major part of our lives. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
yeah.
So this skateboard I painted back like, I don't know, year 10. It's basically the popular group SIDEMEN, which I probably started watching back in 2015, 2016 kind of era of them.
Yeah.
Still watch them now, every now and again. Which that's like the goal, isn't it? That's like everyone's goal in life, is to get to where they're at.
It's remarkable because I remember like, because like when I was a kid, I used to like watch the SIDEMEN and mainly like KSI brought me onto the SIDEMEN sort of thing. It was like one of those things where they make the soccer videos that were really funny, like the slip and slide one's the most memorable one I can think of. That one's just hilarious. Or like when they like tied Vic up on a chair and just started abusing him. That was funny.
Oh God.
It's like I've probably been watching the SIDEMEN since I'm like 8 years old or something, like even younger maybe.
Shit.
So they've been around for a fair while.
Did you hear what happened to Bez recently?
What happened to Bez?
Yeah, he suffered an asthma attack.
Oh.
Almost died or something like that.
I did see something about it. I'm not sure what it was.
I think it was like on a SIDEMEN shoot, like 5 hours away from his house. Suffered an asthma attack. And, like, Faith had to drive like 5 hours to the hospital to go and grab him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pain was like really, really bad.
Jeez. That's not good.
And then he gets into Girth and Turf and Junior's already making jokes about it to him. And he's like, yeah, lad. And he's like, I think he said he can't really string long sentences together for a bit because he's still out of breath or something like that.
So is he going to be out of the SIDEMEN for a little?
Depends, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was mid-SIDEMEN shoot, so I don't know how they're going to explain that. It was like the middle or near the end, I can't remember.
Well, it's like when Vic, in that travelling video where he had to leave because he has Crohn's disease, yeah.
It is weird how they're getting older and you see them becoming more and more like, I don't know.
Well, 2 of them are married.
One's engaged.
No, two are engaged. There's another one engaged?
Josh and Freya.
Yeah, but Ethan and Faith are now engaged.
Oh, yeah, true. My bad. 2 married, 2 engaged.
Toby, he might be married or something, but we don't know.
Harry is single.
And KSI is in a relationship, probably will be engaged soon. But we're never going to know who his girlfriend is, so it doesn't really matter.
Probably the way to do it, to be fair.
Yeah, it is smart. Like, it just keeps the public eye away.
When you see all the hate that Faith gets for no reason, which is a bit feels bad, but
I think it's mainly because of her accent, though.
no,
Or maybe I'm
it's
not.
very.
No,
It's
that's
very
actually
because
rude.
of red pill.
Oh, the
content.
red pill people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly because of that.
I
It
like.
is very cringy and funny to see people comment about it though, and they just think they're right. And
Oh.
just like,
Oh, but at the end of the day, like, who's got a family and who's got like a good life and has more money than you?
people.
Like, oh, I'm a red pill. I'm such an entrepreneur, but like,
It's funny because you know how Bez does like SIDEMEN do via like Tinder or 20v1 or like the OnlyFans stuff.
yeah.
But then Faith does one video where she's like getting horse training stuff from a guy, or ice skating with a guy, and they go, "No, that's your missus, bro. Why are you letting her film with another man?"
Like, bro,
It's
what?
just like, what?
Like, just use your brain. Like, don't read into stuff so much. Like,
I mean, even Bez has said on his podcast, if you're a real fan of mine, you wouldn't really care.
like,
So
but it like they're engaged. Like, nothing's gonna. Like,
people are like, oh, he's baby trapped.
oh,
He's done for. She just wants his money. Like, even when he suffered the asthma attack, people were like, oh, Faith is probably sad that he survived. He just don't even get the inheritance. And people pointed out in the comments,
But
like,
this is something that like people don't think about, right? Even if they were married, I doubt that Faith would get his money. I reckon his mum would get the money.
basically, people pointed out in the comments, like, well, for starters, they're not married, so the inheritance would go to Olive until she was 18. If anything, Faith would want him to survive, so she would get married to get inheritance if she wanted inheritance.
But that's not what they're in it for. Like, they're gonna be together for.
I think they were talking about how they probably won't get married for until like another 2 years, and I believe they're also they're trying for another baby as well.
Yeah.
So
I can't stand that. That's just ridiculous. It's funny how, like, you know, people have been able to change a generation of people to think that, like,
you used to think that a lot though.
yeah, but I think people got to really open their eyes and really see things how they are. Because you're not going to get anywhere in life spending time, like, writing on someone hating for someone. Like, live your own life.
It's kind of ironic how people with red pill go online and hate when it's probably basically opposite of what you should be doing.
If you're really the red pill, you should be going out trying to make some fucking money.
I don't know why you're sitting behind a screen typing and hating.
Like,
but
you're wasting your time. You only have 24 hours in a day if you're, like, really the red pill guy, you know. Oh, I'm not going to let my woman have any male friends, or I'm not going to... Like, I just can't, bro. Like, it's so dumb now when you think about it, how that was, like, a trend for so long.
still is a trend.
And, it, like, if I get made a meme for it, cool. Come for me, red pill guys, come. Because... if you spend your time hating on me, why wouldn't you just spend that trying to make, like, money?
It's very kind of like productive and shit.
Yeah, because the people at the top of the food chain, they actually make money for having opinions. You don't. Like, it's dumb.
A really good podcast though, that Bring It Back, is actually Growing Pains.
Yeah.
Like, they are short, they're sweet, they're simple, and they're actually really funny to watch.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you watch them, but they're actually really good.
I do watch clips, but yeah, it was funny as, like, they were talking about like, their relationship, and it was just funny how that whole thing with that girl or whatever, the thing where like, in that Tinder video.
Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, something like that. That was funny.
Yeah.
Should we move on to relationship advice?
Yeah, I think next time we do these podcasts, we're probably going to have to sack this off because there's not no one's really putting stuff in. So
Nah.
we tried it.
We tried it,
We
but
may come back to it, but unless I'll put it at the end.
well, we're gonna still leave it in the descriptions. We're just gonna wait till they build up till we can have a
So if
massive.
you really want them, put stuff in.
I definitely think so. So I guess we should start with this one response from the feedback form.
Yeah.
What do you want to see be introduced to the podcast? More guests. I do agree with him. We do want more guests, and we are working hard to find new guests.
More guests, yeah.
But we do have some lined up. They are coming. So.
All right, we can only really do a couple things out of this one.
We have to cut it off at that comma.
Just all, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And probably that because your mum watches this. So.
Yeah.
Best pickup lines. Now,
I'm not a pickup line type of guy. I don't do
I
that.
had good pickup lines for when I was 18. No, when I was turning 19.
Oh wait,
I used to
can
say
we
that.
insert that photo of you with that pickup line? Where you're like you're in a Man United shirt and you got a mic and you're like look with the Riz face.
What? Oh, that I think I deleted that. I might still have it in my recently deleted, but it's like when I'm wearing that headset, right?
Yeah.
And I'm doing.
Yeah. Should we insert it?
Yeah.
Wait, is it like that?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I shouldn't have done that actually.
Oh, they're very easy to put.
Okay, never mind.
I've gotten very used to it.
Yeah.
Well, the pickup line was something to do with it was either New Year's pickup lines or 19-year-old pickup lines. What one do you want first?
See, I'm not a pickup line type of guy.
When I say pickup lines, I'm saying these are very satire. They're meant to be corny.
He's not ever gonna use that on a girl ever.
No.
Not because he is scared. It's just because it's cringe.
It's just funny to come up with them with the guys, but I don't even know if I remember them. Oh, it's like.
Should I see if I have that?
It's like the New Year's one was like, oh, girl, I want you to be my New Year's revolution. I don't want to start my life over with you or something. I think that was one of them.
I'm just doing a quick look. And
did I type them in?
You might have sent it to the group chat.
And I think when I turned 19, I said funny pickup line would have been like,
That photo always gets sent.
It's a good photo. I'm looking handsome and dapper.
Yeah.
You know, what was the one when I turned 19?
Oh, the tea. Oh.
Oh, no.
This is the photo, actually, I think. Should I read it out or do you want to read it out?
No. You should read it out.
Okay. I'm just feeling myself. Wish you were here feeling... It says my, but he means me instead.
Yeah.
Rate my Riz out of 10. So,
It isn't good. It's meant to be like that.
It's meant to be a fucking... Yeah.
It's meant to be shit.
No, it's funny.
I mean, you don't really come up with pickup lines, but...
I don't use pickup lines. What
was it, 19-year-old one I used? Like, what makes this birthday the best if I got you as a present or something like that?
It's just a grey area, we'll call it. That's what we'll call it.
You can't even come up with a pickup line on the spot.
I couldn't. I could say couldn't. I could be like, girl, what's the time? That's it.
That's a pickup line. That's a question.
That's a I can't. It doesn't work in my brain. I can't. It doesn't.
You could be like, you dark and mysterious because I could see you in my dimless room.
I think I had a good pickup line where this girl, she was working at Coles or something, and I said you'd be walking through them aisles all day, but you're walking down the wrong aisle.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That was clean as fuck. Wait, I think I actually did save that, but I do not want to reveal it though, because
Do you know what Noah's pickup lines are?
oh, God, yeah, go on.
So I got a match with someone. I'm on my computer putting in a resume in, so I just throw my phone in and go, here, you can do it. And he sends a, what's up? What's this? This is a pickup line from Butch. Did you actually send this to someone?
Yeah,
The girl?
she liked it though.
Fair enough. Girl, I know you like to walk in them Coles aisles, but you should be walking down the aisle with me at the end of it, X.
See, that's... I only said that because I couldn't think of anything else.
It's still actually pretty good, to be fair.
It was good off the spot. I will give it. But
I should not be able to come up with pickup lines.
either should I, because that's the only one I've ever hit. All the rest, I've never... Like, I couldn't even...
I feel like pickup lines in our generation don't really work.
No.
I've got favourite memory.
Oh, favourite memories with your closest friends. We'll go with one. We'll do... What's our best memory? Let's think.
Our best memory?
Yeah.
I mean, we already told the memory of how we met.
Mm.
There's some that we probably can't say.
Yeah. I think maybe like one of my favourite memories was like,
I got a couple with Ollie, to be fair.
yeah, I know we've had these memories together, but it's kind of hard to think of on the spot. But we've had some good ones.
They normally just come up in conversation.
Yeah.
The GTA era of our friend group was really fun.
Oh, true.
DNF only.
DNFO, yeah. But that's pretty it. For the arm wrestle bit, it's like putting Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, pretty much. Like, it's gonna be a done because he actually lifts, I don't lift, so yeah.
Tell you what, one of my favourite memories was Ollie though, right? This was back in primary school. It was like pajama day.
Yeah.
And it's been raining, and he's like, we had this competition, like, we've been doing a thing, like, you start at the point post, and you try to swing it around to the goal post, and Ollie's like, oh, I can do it, what's this? He's in a big pile of mud, and he goes, oh, what's this? He kicks it, as he kicks, he slips, and just, like, falls back into this big giant pile of just mud. So in his pajama day as well, you know how pajamas are, so he's just in pajamas, just covered in fucking mud. After bragging about how he could do it, it's like, what's this? Getting everyone to watch it, and he just fucks it up. The ball didn't even, I think the ball went straight up as well.
I remember this. This is funny, yes. I remember, like, two people that we went to school with, they just sat there laughing for about 15 minutes. It was funny.
I feel like I was loved for a while.
It was too funny.
As well as I remember those sandpit wars we used to have.
Oh, yeah.
We had this sandpit divided up in the middle. Just start digging out sand bombs and just like throwing them at each other, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I guess, should we go on to relationship advice?
Yeah. Are you allowed to read these ones?
Alright, this one's a really good one. I actually think this is proper. I could give somewhat good advice. But before we disclose this...
last bit.
Before we disclose this, this is not... this should not... this should not be taken seriously.
This is for comedic effect.
Okay, so lads, I feel like I may be becoming the guy best friend. I've recently moved to a new area for study, and I've become really friendly with a lot more females than males. I don't... This is worded so bad. I don't know if I have risk factor. I'm just going to go off a whim. I don't know if I have risk factor, or they just think I'm the guy best friend. Or they just think I'm gay. Now, first thing I take away from this is, why are you the guy best friend? Why are you letting yourself be the guy best friend? Because there's always a way out of being the guy best friend.
So think about it. You're in a group of girls, right?
Yeah.
You gotta pick one. Be like, I want that one. Work towards it. Maybe if you become more confident, ask the other girls around you that are friends with her. Be like, hey yo, what can I do?
Because if I think this who it is, like I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but we're not going to say because, well, people will work it out. But I would say, study with her. That's a smart thing to do because then, like, if she's, like, fully struggling with something, and then you use your mega brain and go, like, oh, this is how you do it. And she'll be, like, really grateful. She'll, like, smile, stuff like that. If you get them smiling, I feel like you have more of a, like, chance.
Yeah, true. Also, make sure they are single.
Yes.
And
Unless you really are the bad boy. But I don't think that's a smart idea. But
now, they'll only think you're gay if you act gay. So as long as you don't act gay, you'll be fine.
you need to really, like, make your point across. Like, you can't be, like, in the background. Like, if you're in a friend group with the girls, you can't just be the person who will nod your head and be like, that's so cool. Oh my God, I can't believe that. You got to come up with something that makes them laugh.
Gotta be the protector. You gotta be the red pill alpha male.
A red pill alpha male.
Yeah, bruh.
But yeah.
That helped.
Yeah. I think I actually really am glad you put that one in because, you know, I think I always try and help you with this. Needing some Riz advice.
You come to the wrong person.
Give me your best pickup lines.
We've already said pickup lines.
Yeah, I'm just going to skip that.
Well, that's a lot of time.
Okay, well, I mean,
First of all,
with Riz advice, can we just say Riz is, like, the most annoying word? I hate using it.
does it change?
I use it, though. I use the word because I don't know what else to say. I guess you can say game, but game's outdated. So they need to make a new word for talking to females.
Come up with a new word if you want, Butch. Oh, God.
Oh, no, God. I can't think of it.
Huh?
Well, think of all the words that you have for... You had tuning, like that was when we were younger.
Tuning,
Game, Riz.
I mean, that's it. Porking.
That's not game, though. That's just...
Yeah. Tuning. I feel like we should...
Tuning was good.
Tuning was good. I feel like that's something that was just us, though.
It might have been just us.
Bring out that.
Yeah. I think there needs to be new words.
Fishing advice, so we're gonna go fishing. Fishing some females.
Fishing some... okay.
What, a bit controversial?
No, that's not controversial. We just gotta... just feel like... Imagine you just, like, throw a hook into the sea and you just reel and then there's a female there. Hooking, okay, no. But,
no, okay.
I thought that sounded good and then until I actually said it. Okay.
Well, we aren't geniuses, so we can't come with... I think tuning, we bring it back to tuning.
Bring it back to tuning.
But you come to the wrong place for Riz advice.
Yeah,
realistically, you can't use anyone else's Riz.
No,
you have to your own Riz.
Yeah.
You gotta use it. If you start trying to imitate someone else, you probably go wrong, but that's not you.
It's not you. That is probably some of the best advice you'll hear from a single...
Like how you always tell me I need to say stuff, I'm just like...
But you can't.
That's not me.
It makes sense to me now. It didn't make sense to me back then.
You know, like, you can say it, right? Because you say it in a certain way.
Yeah.
If I say it, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah. But everyone has a style. But yeah, I mean, right now... Rizzing isn't one of my priorities. The podcast is. So.
And then give me your best pickup line. I think pickup lines are outdated in our day of age.
You need to have a bit more. You need to have a bit more charisma than just a pickup line.
You got to be able to just talk.
Yeah, just talk.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, right? You don't make it about you. You ask them questions, right?
Yeah.
You make them feel special. Then you can either do one or two things, right? Depending on who they are. Either you keep talking to them, or just ghost them.
Don't ghost. Unless they're really bad.
So you think about it. Depending on the type of person, right?
Yeah.
And if they actually like you, they'll come after you. But then again...
It's not a strategy I have used myself, but it could work. Maybe it's Honey's new strategy.
Still have 0 matches, mate.
Yeah, fuck Tinder. I bring beef with... I don't want the promotion. Anyway. But I really appreciate for bringing those ones in. We're going to let them pile up for like a month maybe. We'll make it a monthly thing. There we go. A monthly thing.
Monthly thing. We'll let them pile up because it's clearly not giving enough.
Yeah.
So Which is a bit weird how we get like about 70 views on the video and only like one response.
It is also, I don't know, we cut out, I think like we cut out sports because we thought it would run better, and I think it actually has run really good today.
I think sport is one of the lowest ones, but
we will have sports in there, but we can't it has to be a quick thing that we...
yeah, but not really a sports podcast.
No, we have to just stick to our guns, not literally, but we have to do it. Because I think last podcast, maybe the downfall was that long talk about United, because I was just like, if I was a viewer...
There's other bits. You probably should like segment it a bit better.
Yeah.
Just sport, been like United, NBA, AFL.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good point there. I don't know, have you got like much else? Because I don't know what else to talk about.
Not really, to be fair.
I think we smashed this out. I thought this was going to be a short podcast, but I think it's been maybe an hour.
I mean, we average about 40 to an hour, so basically what we're going for.
Yeah.
When is the King's birthday, though?
Let's just search that out real quick so we can have people ready.
Because I think we should get a podcast ready.
Yeah.
Just in case.
10th of June. So we got a whole month.
Alright, we should.
Month and about 2 weeks.
Because even though we want to do a podcast there, we should still get one
Saved
ready
up.
just in case the audio doesn't come out well.
Well, Charlie, if you're watching this, probably not.
Charlie doesn't watch these.
I don't know, maybe we can convince him to come on tomorrow if you're not busy.
Maybe.
Because I think we could get something out of that. But, yeah, man. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the viewership. I know it's hard to bear with us. We're quite unbearable at times. But
we do want to branch out at some point and do our own content as well.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, we do need a bit of a bigger audience.
We do need to grow a bit. And hopefully the TikTok can help with that.
Also figure out our own style of content as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the podcast is a good middle ground. It's the center of everything in our universe, in the sense of what we can branch off into. We can go there, but still come back to the middle.
It's very hard. I know what type of content I want to make though. I want to do more challengey type videos where kind of like SIDEMEN coded.
Beta squad type videos.
That's what I watch a lot. But in order to do that, you need a bigger following.
You need money too.
I can't play games because I suck at them.
Yeah.
So I can't do vlogging. Not much around our area.
Yeah. So I think when we branch out, it will be like a while away. I just kind of want to stay the podcast for now. So that's why we're going to upload our vlogs to the random conversations. I hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't stuff it up or anything.
It could just bring new audience in really, if you think about it.
Because some people might not like watching the long videos. I don't know. But yeah, no, I had a really good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please come back next week because there's a good chance we're going to have a guest.
It'll probably be a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
So,
anyway.
thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Fill out those forms.
Yeah.
If you really want us to see them do it, fill them out.
Do it next month.
Vote for what you want my hair to be like. And get us to 100 subs if you really want to see me with that hairstyle.
Yeah.
If you're on Spotify, make sure you rate us 5 stars to push us through the algorithm. And
check out the TikTok. Make sure you check out
the TikToks. We'll probably film another one after this.
Yeah.
We are struggling with TikToks a bit though.
Yeah.
Try not to make them too much footy coded.
Yeah.
But it's very hard to do, so.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway. See you.